Yo, what's going on, good people? I'm so sorry for all that. I did actually read the comments, and y'all are absolutely correct. And yes, I got gremlins. It's insane. I have swapped computers like 2 or 3 times now, and hope to God this works. So we'll find out. We'll find out. It's gonna be a little different tonight, only because yeah, I've searched these things now, however many times, and I've had to close out my Google tab God knows how many times. So yeah, we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna fly this by. We're gonna fly it. All right, it's gonna work. I promise. Thank you again all for being here. Screen looks good, man. I appreciate it, Baker. Thank you. Absolutely, thank you. Um, Here we go. Top 10 alts Monday night. Hey, first one up, coming in at number 10, we've got Black number 1. There was some hype brought up that this has gotten a screenwriter now. So, like all things, they get screenwriters and whatnot like that. The drives the price of the book up. We got raw values at $32.10. My suggestion would be to go and get, if I could type correctly, that'd be even better. Let's see, right here. Listen, Paper Girls, number 1. Pull it up. There we go. That's what you're looking for right there. In my opinion, this would be what I would look for. This was picked up by Amazon, I believe, back in 2019. Everybody that I've ever heard talk about this has talked about how good it was. I've never heard anybody crap on this at all. So, like, I mean, I would definitely look at this. $13.45. I mean, if we're talking about things that have been picked up on screenwriters and stuff like that, like, look at this. See if you enjoy this. See if you like this. All right, let's get back to our list. We're going to have to do something different. That is not going to keep working. All right, of course, everything Star Wars pops, just everything. This Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters, Jabba the Hutt. I'm trying to remember why this popped off. First appearance, of course, because there's tons of them right now. Marvel's kicking out first appearances left and right. Fair market raw value right now is $12.14 for this book. My suggestion would be that you look for one. I want to. That's what I'm talking about right there. None of these. 1 second. We'll get it. I promise. Hey, it's only gonna get better every time. Every time it'll get better. I promise. This one right here, Star Wars High Republic Ventures. All right, IDW. This has got so many first appearances. It's like stacks on stacks on stacks. The main reason that I picked this one over, so many of the other ones that are High Republic that have been popping off lately, and I have to cheat. I have to use my notes on this one because I mean, hot dang. It had Lola Taliosala, who's a Padawan. It had Torben, who's a Jedi Master. It had Quart, who's a Padawan. And it also had Farzal Terabal, who's a Jedi Knight. So, I agree. Star Wars, all the time, day and night, like, all the time. But this one had a bunch. It had Jedi Knight. It had a Jedi Master. It had Padawans. And I feel like, with Luke in the newest was it Book of Boba Fett, he was setting up for what would be the night school and stuff like that. So could we possibly get these, but different time periods or something like that? I just don't think it's a bad buy right now to sit there and look at the Jedis or the Padawans, because I mean, it seems like they're going to rebuild. And Disney has said, before that they've talked about doing a High Republic series and things like that. So I'd definitely check this out. That's just me. That's just me. All right, where are we going? This book right here. I'm telling y'all right now, I love this book. Marvel Point 1. This is the first appearance of Sam Alexander. Nice looking cover. First cover appearance of Will, if I'm not mistaken, right there. Fair market raw value at $40. I really don't think that's a bad buy, if I'm being honest. Like, I just don't. But that's not what the show's about either. It's not like it's about getting alternatives. So I think, and I can't remember if I've had this one on the show or not, but you know what? It is honestly just too good of a buy to pass up. And it's a character we know is going. That's not what I wanted at all. It's a character we know is in the MCU, and he's going to be around for a bit. But the first appearance of Joaquin Torres, like, first of all, it's a pretty cool cover. I'm not gonna lie, but he was already in. He's in the MCU. He's there. It's a done deal. So will he turn into Falcon? We hope so. But I mean, you're talking about fair market raw value of $22, like comparatively to what did I say this was? This was $40. I mean, that's close to half the price. Like, and honestly, Sam Alexander's a toss up. I think we're getting him. I think we're getting him personally, eventually, just because Kevin Feige has sat there and said, he wants both of them in there. But as we've said on the podcast as well, like Kevin Feige's a damn liar too. So you can take that with a grain of salt. Like this is for sure. Like, bruh is in here. So I'd definitely take a look at that if it was me. Let's see. Detective Comics. Which issue is this? I know this is the first appearance of Stephanie Brown. Spoiler. And no, I'm not saying spoiler as in like that's her hero name. For those of you out there that don't know. Ooh, that's horrible. 647. News came out that Stephanie Brown had been cast for the Gotham Knights TV show. I'm just letting y'all know right here, right now. I'm not betting too much on Disney or DC Spec. First of all, DC Spec is probably dead for the most part, anyways. Right now, because nothing's just going on. I love DC stuff. Don't get me wrong, but like, it's not the mainstream right now. So I do think it's a good time to buy DC stuff. But especially with the whole merger situation, like we have no idea what's going to go on. Ezra Miller can't get together either. So God knows what that's going to happen there. So anyways, raw values right now at $20.60. I honestly do think that's a little high for this character, but I'm sure if you're a spoiler fan, you would disagree, and that's cool too. What do I suggest? What do I suggest? What do I do? Batman. God's sakes. 436. And as I'm typing this in, I'm sure some of y'all know what I'm getting ready to show y'all. And if you don't, you're about to. Batman 436. This is the first appearance of Tim Drake, aka Red Robin, aka Robin, aka he just came out here last year, if I'm not mistaken. So with him having the change and things like that, I just think that like if we're doing something CW, this character right here's got CW all over. Like Tim Drake is made for CW TV. I'm just saying right here, right now. $8.52. Like you're not gonna pick up a Robin for under $10. So yeah, I do think it's a good time to look into this character. Now, if he comes on CW, is it gonna spike? Maybe a little, but maybe not a whole lot because look at all the other CW shows and even the HBO Max shows for like Doom Patrol and stuff like that. Like the stuff just don't spike. It just doesn't. So, yeah, that's my pick. That's what I would definitely look at. Let's see. Brian LCS, what's going on, man? I appreciate you stopping by. Hey, if y'all don't know already, you should definitely go check out Brian, his YouTube channel, and the things he's doing with the Comic Book Community Awards, doing great stuff. So definitely go check him out, his Instagram as well. Also, go check out a comic bookworm. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, a comic bookworm. Go check his YouTube channel out as well. He's doing good stuff. And I'm not sure. Are you on IG there, Bookworm? Baker's on IG as well, so you can go check him out there. I'm just saying, good people, good people. All right, back to the list. Nova, number 1. This is the first appearance of Nova Richard Rider. which is who Baker was talking about earlier. I definitely agree with Baker. I think we're going to get Richard first if we're going to get one, more than likely. Fair market raw value coming in at $113. I don't honestly think that's bad, but I don't know. Like I said, stuff's high right now because the hype, all the hype. Nova apparently has gotten the writer of the Moon Knight series. So yeah, like it's gonna raise the prices on books. Spectacular Spider-Man. You go, Brian. You Spider-Man fan. You gonna like this one, bro. If I can get to it. Instead of Richard Ryan, number 64, this is the first appearance of Cloak and Dagger, and this is honestly held value but steadily dropped over time. All right. Dave Collects. Yeah. What's going on, man? Go check out Dave Collects as well on the YouTube. Hey, he's doing great stuff. And like during the holidays, he was doing stuff with his kids. It was awesome. It was amazing. So please do not skip out on that. Definitely go check his stuff out. If you like it, hit it up, sub, all that jazz. But yeah, like Cloak and Dagger, like this is underrated, right? In my opinion. In my opinion, I'm not gonna say it's undervalued or anything like that. I'm just saying they had a TV show and everybody has, I think, pretty much forgotten about it. I don't think it got bad ratings, but it didn't get good either. So now, honestly, at $42, maybe a good time to look at this if you were looking at Nova. It's 2 characters on top of that. I mean, I don't know. It seems like we could eventually get them again. I mean, who knows at this point in time? Let's be honest. Who knows? I like it though. Moon Knight number 1. Of course, we know this has popped off. First self-titled solo, first Khonshu, first Bushman, all the good stuff. So it's got, Steve and Mark and Jake all on the cover. Like, this is coming in fair market raw value of $102, which is like it's almost the same price as Nova, and Nova's a first appearance. Like, that's a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie, because like this is not a first appearance of Moon Knight. Anyways, with all that being said, my suggestion would be to go with Moon Knight number 10. Now, I can't remember. I know it's been talked about as to whether or not this is the first cover appearance of Khonshu. I don't know that that's ever been confirmed. I don't know that it's ever been denied. I'm not positive as far as that. I know it's a dope looking cover in my opinion. I like it. I dig it. So yeah, I would definitely look at this because this is noted as the origin of Mark Spector as a child, his first meeting with Khonshu, and also like his first experience with the Steven personality. So it's not the first appearance of all those characters, but it's the origin and first like encounter that Mark's had with those personalities and those gods and things like that. So like this seems like a really cool book, and it's $6.22. Like I mean, there's not a whole lot of Moon Knight you can buy right now that's not, outrageous. So I would definitely look at this, definitely check this out and see like, is this what I want? Is this cool? Y'all, this book popped off so big this week. Oh my gosh. And then try to come up with 3 different comps because there's 3 different covers. And I was like, hot damn. Like, whew. This is when Ben Riley becomes Chasm. I know there, like I said, there's 3 different covers on this list because of this one book right here. Apparently, this is a really big deal. I'm not a Spider-Man fan, so it doesn't really hit horror for me or nothing like that. But I kind of understand, people that are Spider-Man fans. Fair market raw value for this 1 in 25 is $55.10, though. Like, this is a brand new book. I would definitely go check to see, like, if it's in the stores and, like, if you can get a better deal, if you really want this book or want this cover. If you can't find a good deal or better deal or anything like that, then I would suggest that you look for, I'm not gonna lie, I am pretty proud of this one right here. Like, of course, y'all see what I'm going, so it's not going to be like a huge surprise, but I'm just saying, I didn't even know this existed, and trying to find stuff. SpiderGwen #1. This is going to be the first solo series of SpiderGwen, and we're looking for this one right here. This bad mama jamma cover of old SpiderGwen kicking it out. I never understood, like, all of her covers, you see her face. Like, it's like the exact opposite of Spider-Man. Like, she's not hiding her face. I know that she hides it in the books and stuff like that, but like, daggone. Anyways, this is the 1 in 25 variant for that first solo, and we all know that first solos pop off big, and plus this gives you a starting point as well. Anyways, if you wanted to read it, fair market value coming in at $30 for a 1 in 25. That's really a good deal, honestly, in my opinion. So, and then like if the character shows up, and I mean, I think that Sony's last grasp for air eventually on this Spider-Verse, if it does not do well, and everybody's saying it's not doing well, I have not seen Morbius yet, and I'm not going to say it's horrible, and I'm not going to say it's good because I haven't seen it, and I'm not going to make an opinion until I see it. But if they reach out and go for Miles like they should, and Spider-Gwen like they should, then like this book is going to take off. So like even if you want to read it, it's going to be difficult to get your hands on. So I definitely would look at that right now. That's just me though. Hey, what do you know? Coming at 3. Spider-Man. Again. Good stuff. 93. Ben Reilly. We know. It's cool cool cover. Come on, pull it up. There you go. I like how they fade the back, like the trade. That's pretty cool. That's something you don't see a whole lot. Fair market value, $14, $15, essentially $15. So it's really not a bad buy. But I think you should look for Sensational Spider-Man #0, and it ain't gonna pull it up the first time. I know it's not gonna pull it up the first time. For whatever reason, it don't count 0. I don't get it. I don't understand. Maybe it's counting it as an O. I don't know. What's cool about this book is this is when Ben Reilly becomes Spider-Man. So, like, I know he's been Spider-Man in the comics here recently while Peter was out. So, but this is back, been a bit. What is it? This is from 96. So I just thought it was cool. Like the Ben Reilly thing's up and going right now. So maybe somebody would want, instead of him turning into Chasm or whatever, however you say it, then maybe you'd want him when he first appears as Spider-Man. Fair market raw value coming in at $9. I mean, that's still cheaper than buying the other book right now. So definitely something that I think you should look at. I guess it's a holographic color or holographic cover, so that you can like turn it, or lenticular. I'm sorry, lenticular cover. It was what it looks like. Anyways, I think it's a cool book. Something to check out. This right here. I don't know if y'all tired of seeing it, but Patrick Gleason is a cool guy. He does really good work. And these webheads have been popping off really big for him. And I'm glad they have. I'm glad they've been making money. And I like that, he puts the chasm in, chasm, chasm, whatever, in the mouth right here. I think that's cool. However, we've seen so many of these webheads. So many of them. I believe he's coming in at $19 essentially. I believe that Patrick Gleason can do better work than that. And I say better as in like he doesn't have to keep repeating the same thing. But I mean, if it ain't broke, why fix it? So, this is gonna be a hard one. Oh. Yeah, already there. All right. Lords of Empire, Emperor Hulkling. Now, first of all, this is a Gleason cover. All right. That's pretty dope. I'm just saying. Pretty cool cover, right? Of old Hulkling, which is something that we haven't seen yet. And we haven't heard of him. Yeah, I do. You're right. That's great. Baker, you're awesome. What's so cool about this book is that it is I had to write it down. It first of all, it's a Gleason cover, and I wanted to match a Gleason cover with a Gleason book. And also, this is the origin of Hulkling. Everybody knows that that Young Avengers book, which I believe is Hulkling's first appearance, if I'm not mistaken, along with a bunch of other Young Avengers that are coming, and I've already shown up. That book is just to the moon. All right, like it's just, and it's probably going to keep going, honestly. But this is an origin story, and origin stories usually pop off pretty big. So I thought that's pretty cool. Being a Gleason cover as well, fair market raw value, 5.5. Like that's not bad. That's a pretty decent book. Nice modern book to look for. I mean, that's just I don't know. It's cool, and it's pretty recent too. I didn't even realize it was 2020. Like that's awesome. Here we go. Number one. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Like seeing this book here aggravates the piss out of me. Like it's a cameo of a new Robin, but like I'm pretty positive folks ain't buying it because of the new Robin. They're buying it because it was either the artist or the author. I want to say it was the writer that came out and said that this had a low print run. That's it. A low print run. How many books have we all seen that had low print runs and things like that? And we're going to sit there and let a book that may be a cool book, but ain't nobody, not a whole lot of people are talking about the White Knight series. They're not. I know they keep coming out with books, so they must be doing something. And they've always got cool artwork and cool covers, but like it's almost like you had to build some hype for your book. Like just let your book do your thing. All right, $22. I just for a low print run, like that bothered me. I didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. So what I did was I figured what could you buy for about $20, somewhere around there, $22, somewhere around in there. That would actually be a good, decent book to have. I mean, is it not changing? I'm saying Batman 656. Y'all are not seeing this. That's a damn shame. That's annoying as hell. I didn't realize that was happening. I'm sorry about that, guys. Anyways, Batman 656. This is stated as being Damian Wayne's first appearance, but CGC, I believe, recognized 655 as his first appearance. So take that for what you will. I have seen the actual interior of this 656, and like Damian pretty much shows up in a badass way. Talia brings him in and stuff like that, and he holds a sword up to Batman's throat, and basically he's like, "I thought you'd be taller, father," or something like that. And I'm just like, wow, this kid here cracks me up. I love him, absolutely love him. It is a nice cover. It is a nice cover. Absolutely. I like it. And like these bats are what was holding Batman, while they were talking to Talia and Damien. And apparently in 655, like you saw Damien, but he was in the shadows. Like, and you might have seen his mouth grin or something along those lines. Like it wasn't nothing like big to do. So the last book being $22 and some change, I figured for a couple extra bucks, if you could get Damien's first appearance or, whatever it's considered, I guess, whether it's another argument of is it this one or that one, cameo or first, like that's a pretty solid book to have. That's pretty awesome for the same amount for one that's just essentially just a low print run book. So, anyways. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I do want to address that I have a giveaway going on right now, and it is open to pretty much everybody. I do ask that you be in the States, just because shipping and all that jazz, is a pain. So yeah, definitely go check out my giveaway video. And you don't have to be a creator to enter. I made it to where um even people like just the people that actually get us to these subs can actually sit there and vote into. Awesome. Look at Brian. Look at Brian. This guy. This guy right here. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I'm excited to see it. Excited to see the recommendations you have. I never gave a cutoff date for this. And so thinking about it today, I am going to cut it off. Um Awesome. Bookworm, yes. I appreciate you letting me know, man. Cause like, yeah, thank you, Dave. Thank you. Yes, yeah. Okay, I have to go check that out. I'll get you in, man. I'll get you in. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna cut it off. I'm gonna do the drawing the 18th. So you got the 18th of May. So you got, basically 2 weekends. If you're gonna make a video, if you're a creator, you're gonna make a video, you got 2 weekends to sit there and get your video ready. If you're not, then there's a way for you to be able to post the stuff on IG. So anybody can enter in this, creators and consumers alike. And I was really wanting it to be that way. So again, thank you all so much for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. If you're watching this on a replay, you can sit there and you can find me on Instagram at 22_comics. You can also find me on a podcast called Comically Comics. And as always, y'all have a good one.